be honest, I'm a little afraid I'm gonna slip.
Yeah, whoa. Well, you know what?
That's why I wanted you to hold the camera.
I just about biffed it.
I'll let you go first.
Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. There is a deceitfully slick layer of ice on everything. Everything we're walking on, the cars, everything out here. So we're trying not to fall and bust our hindquarters. How's it going?
This is rough. Actually, this is slick.
Yeah. Hey kiddos.
Oh man, look at this mess.
That's a good boy. Got your toy instead of a goat in your mouth. Oh, your pine things are all swollen up, aren't they?
That's a mess.
Those things are crazy. Hi, buddy boy.
Kirk says, look, I got a new honker toy.
Yeah. Yeah, he killed the honker in the yellow one, so we had to retire it. But fortunately, we had one on backup, ready to go.
We actually have two on backup.
I appreciate it, Mom, so much. I love my honker toy.
You're welcome. Goodness, guys.
Sprucers? Attaboy. Yeah, his hoof's even sliding.
Hey, buddy.
What's up? You got my food?
Are you staying warm? Oh.
Yeah, I'm staying out of that silly frozen rain stuff, Mom. It's weird.
It is weird, isn't it?
Spruce loose.
Sprucers. Are you scratching? What are you doing?
I do what I want. Where's that cute little face of yours? Hey, buddy.
Did you take over her house?
What's up, Koopa Loop?
Boys are in there.
Little Mario, you down there, bud? Well, you guys all cuddled up in there.
Sharing your house. Awfully sweet of you.
What's up, man? How are you? How are you, buddy?
Hi, Koopa.
Herc, that's very sweet of you to let them borrow your house while it's gross out. When he lets them borrow the house, he goes in that big nursery over there. Or in the main shelter with everybody. He goes where he wants. Or if he really wants his house, he would kick him out.
You're climbing on me.
What you talking about, Mama? She says food.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, technically, like, we're in another heat wave. It's 31 to 34 degrees today. Now, we do still have a light breeze based on what the weather app said. It's not as much as it was calling for. I think they were saying 15 to 25 mile an hour winds. Not currently, thankfully. But it feels much warmer because it's not 2 degrees with 30 mile an hour winds. What's that, big guy? Is your nose just always going to be red as long as that feeder's in your life? Hmm? Hi, Ouija. Hair Bear. Hi, buddy. Are we camera shy this morning? Hercules. Be nice, big guy.
Lou's still hanging in there. No babies yet.
Oh, my dear. How are you doing?
Those ligaments back there kind of started feeling a little bit softer yesterday. But they were still a little tight. I think we're getting close.
Oh yeah. Well, today is
softening up.
Today is the 22nd. The 25th is technically the spot on 5 months. But she this morning has been relaxing right about here. Hi, little buddy. I know, we're getting it. We just got to do introductions and see everybody and do wellness checks. But yeah, she was laying down here and little Lair Bear was cuddled up with her, resting his head. It was the cutest thing. But she's definitely a little bit less active than she normally would be. All the indications, huh, pretty girl?
You're getting close, aren't you?
She says, how about no more of these winter babies?
Yeah.
That won't happen again, baby. I'm sorry. You're so sweet. You're so rotten.
Hey, Bear.
Rotten? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna bite you, Harry. I don't know, rotten. I might be rotten.
I think you're pretty rotten.
I'm rotten.
All right, should we get everybody some food?
Let's do it. Mama knows exactly what to do.
Yeah, I have a feeling we may be feeding Spruce and the Blues Bros and that nursery over there. I don't know if we're gonna get Blue to leave the shelter.
Yeah, the only time I've seen...
Yeah, somebody pushing on you.
What are you doing back there, buddy? Hey, go get my food. Stop messing around. Stop talking. Go get my food. That's all you do. Talk, talk, talk. Won't you walk, walk, walk over to my food?
You better be careful. You're going to slide off of there.
This guy is getting more and more rotten every day. Aren't you, buddy?
I'm going to go grab the food while you are playing with him.
Whoop. Whoop.
Woo-wee.
Take your time. That hill's going to be a doozy over there.
Yeah, I'm glad that some of those pellets are down on the ground.
Yeah.
It looks like spring, but it's ice. Like, it looks like it's water on the ground, but it's ice.
Yeah. And it's just a low enough temperature for it to be that way, so it's kind of a wet icy. It's weird.
Yeah.
My goodness. My talker's over here. It's coming. Can I close your gate so the other goats don't come try to eat your food? Hey, we actually remembered to put the feeders. Are they in the shelters or do we put them in there?
Here.
That's awesome. Sometimes we forget to look ahead at the weather, and so their feeders will be out here on the fences, and then this stuff comes, and then they're a mess, and we got to start by cleaning those. We actually remembered last night. Let's put them up. You guys got a lot more hay in here. Your straw bed's looking good. You know, the more you talk, well, it doesn't really change anything. It's just loud. It's just loud, sweetheart. And you've trained these boys to be the same way.
All right, guys. Don't fall.
Oh, let me get my hands out of there. It's coming, buddy. Here, Koopaloop.
Push little Coop's head over so he can see. Yeah. I measured it out.
These guys are a little bit better about eating respectively till the very end of it, or respectfully. And then there's a little bit of a battle for the last few pieces.
Okay.
Where's mine?
I'm getting yours, buddy. I'm getting it.
Hey, you're gonna stay in there. I'll get yours. Was finally able to put water in their normal water bowls. This is kind of weird. So even though there's ice on the ground and it's kind of a weird drizzle of sleet or whatever, it did not freeze up. And it was, I think it got down to like 30-ish last night. I don't know.
Perk, you first, buddy.
Where's my food? You ready to eat? Excuse me. I'm not gonna hold it for you, Goober. Let you get some food. Good boy. Thanks for being patient, most of you. And then there's you. You know where she's gonna come, don't you? I don't even have to make voices for you anymore. Whoa. Hey, you gotta scoot over, buddy.
Hey, don't try to run out, okay? It is slick right there.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It's real dangerous. Whew, okay.
Let me see if Blue will come with me.
Hey, buddy. I know.
Oh man, that's fun, isn't it?
Whew.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, well, let's get Spruce and Luigi distracted, and then we'll try to get the Blues crew. How about that?
Okay, I'm meant to put the camera down for a minute. We're just gonna have to get this part done.
Hey, get your nose back. Hey, come here, Spruce.
Look here. Come on, Bluesy. Come on, baby. Atta girl.
Good girl.
Start using that one.
You don't need to steal Spruce's food, okay? No. You don't need to steal his food. You ate your whole bowl full. You ate your whole bowl full, okay? We're not gonna steal Spruce's food, okay? No. No. You can go back to your bowl, yeah. You are something else.
Herc doesn't care what the weather is like. Got all up in my business, and he's just like, he left me. He was going down. He wanted to lay down. Inclement weather always brings new challenges whenever we're feeding, but we got them all eaten. Got them all split up. Mom, I like to clean the feed scoops.
I know. I was fighting them to keep them out of Spruce's bucket.
He is still the dominant goat in here, as you can see. But this guy has increased his rank a little bit. Yesterday, Mama and the boys were trying to eat some hay in here, but Spruce was eating out of the hay bucket. And Mama tried to squeeze in between the bucket and the feeder. And that guy straight up rammed her.
You rammed Mama?
And nobody does that but Luigi.
Man.
And she didn't fight back. She used to turn around and give it to him and tell him, hey, I'm boss lady. But wide load here.
Are you stepping up in rank, sir?
Yeah. You know who's next on my list?
Who?
Luigi. I'm going to smack him. He's going to go, owie, and run like I do. It's going to be funny, Mom. You better have a camera on here. What's in your scooper?
Luigi already cleaned it out. There's nothing in there.
That's why I'm going to put that Luigi in his place. He going to learn today.
So do you think that the moment that you got bigger than Mama, you had the right to push her out of the way? Is that how?
110%, Mom. It's in the goat handbook.
Oh, okay.
You got to read it. I wrote it.
You are ridiculous, dude. I got some really cute footage of the littles all playing and wrestling and stuff together the other day. So because they're not going to be very active today, I'm going to go ahead and show that to you guys. It was super cute.
Yeah. Why you gotta make it weird, man?
Let him play, Herc. my big guy.
You are so funny. Got food in your whiskers, dude. You got food in your whiskers.
Oh my gosh, these guys are so curious. If you put a camera in any one of these goats' faces, they immediately just want to check it out. What's this?
The good thing is it's not my phone, so if he licks it, I don't care.
Oh, I clean it regularly. It's okay.
These floppy ears. Floppy, floppy, floppy.
Love you, big guy.
Spruce, don't you break my custom gate, dude. You'll be in big trouble. Trouble. I've never been in trouble in my life. You guys ready to come out of there now that Spruce and Weed are done?
This is a dangerous spot right here.
Don't tell Shannon, but I just dropped her phone in the hay.
What?
What?
What'd you do?
Dropped your phone.
It is what it is.
There's probably just a little goat pee and poo on it. No big deal.
Hey, that's my finger.
All right. Shall we free the Blues crew? Spruce has to check their feeders first. Make sure they ate everything. Good job, buddy. You're such a helper. Oh, man. I don't know if that's Herc slobber with food in it. It looks a little more like good old poo. Yeah, see, Spruce he's caught up to her in size. His attitude is definitely bigger. You done nursing, Mama? She's been kicking them off a whole lot more of late. She'll still let him get in there. Nope, we're gonna do it today. Goodness gracious. you just...
This is gonna be bad
Take
today.
your time, take your time. That's longer than she's been letting him do it. Goodness, I'd be kicking you off too. That's rough. Did you guys get your hay? So right at the moment, we are just on baby watch, goatlet watch with her. And we've really been studying how Larry and Harry are acting as she gets closer. And for the record, if you saw our last video, it was a Q&A, and two of the questions were great questions about Blue and Larry and Harry and what we're gonna do when she has the goatlets with Larry and Harry. You know, because realistically, we need to isolate her with her new babies, keep them warm, you know, let them get the attention and nursing that they need. So technically, I don't think we could have Larry and Harry in the nursery with her and her new babies. So based on our conversation in the Q&A, you can tell it's a very hard one. And between the two of us, we have that conversation all day long, or we talk about it all throughout the day at different points. And we just don't know, you know, so what we've decided, you guys know, we got to take things one day at a time. So basically, we're just going to continue to study them as she gets closer to giving birth. And then, of course, we got to see how Larry and Harry act when Blue has to give these babies all that attention. Because as soon as the goatlets are born, she will sit there and clean them until all of the stuff that comes out with the goatlets is cleaned up. At least that's what she did last time, and that's what Mama did, and that's what goats do when they have goatlets. So I don't know, does that moment, you know, does that mean something to Larry and Harry when they see that happening? Do they comprehend what's going on? You know, they saw Mama give birth to little Mario and Koopa, but obviously totally different because Mama's not their mama. So it's going to be very interesting, and that's going to be what dictates what we do. I will say right now, the relationship between Blue and Larry, there's no way I could take him away from her. No way. Harry is a little bit more of a Lone Ranger. But because he's a little bit of a Lone Ranger, this is his friend, little Mario's his friend, and they are sparring partners. They like to play. Now Larry will, you know, he's buddies with him too, but Harry's just kind of a unique one. But either way, we love both of them, and it is so hard to even fathom actually thinking about. Slid into home.
I give you a 10, little Mario. That was awesome. That was awesome.
So yeah, it's hard to imagine packing those two up and taking them, even though it would be to Grandpa Daw's Farms, where I know I could call him anytime and we could FaceTime with Larry and Harry. He'll be in videos and all that stuff, but you know, what will they do when they're with Dad's two goats who are older, more mature, you know, relax a whole lot more than our goats do, having so many goatlets? I don't know.
Thank you.
The jealous LGD. Mom.
It's gonna have all the attention.
Mom. Somebody has a little bit of poo on their foot or hoof and got it on my sleeve, and I don't know quite yet who it is.
I don't think he wants to play Herc.
Herc. He's eating hay, buddy.
They did some work on their hay.
Yeah, I loaded them up last night. That one was eating way down.
This one was, yeah. Go check the shelter hay feeders.
Hi, big guy. You're just so cute. He's such a good goat. He acts more mature than any goat that we have, hands down. Little Mario and Coop act very mature, but they're a little more playful still. But he has been a mama's boy from day one and is turning out to be just like her, but very personable. What about you? You're just cute.
Hey.
Love you, buddy.
Somebody has been laying in that shelter just a little bit. There's a little indentation in the straw.
I noticed that earlier. I got a shot inside just kind of checking on it, and I could see Herc likes to go in and make beds in both of the little nurseries, especially if the Mario's crew takes over his house.
For a little while, I couldn't find Mama and the Mario brothers, and so I wondered if they went into that shelter for a little bit.
Very good possibility.
Come on, Spruce, let's go to the other one. Come on. Come on.
Waddle, 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 waddle. He'll go over there and run him off. It is an honor and a privilege to get to eat out of that bucket in their minds. Oh, what are we gonna do with you two, huh? I think in normal goat farming, what we read whenever we were going through the process of Blue being pregnant and Mama being pregnant the first go around, you know, in a real farm where they're trying to turn these goats over, take them to auction, milk them, you know, do whatever it is that they specifically do with their goat farm, these guys would have been pulled off their moms already. They are well over the full wean age, but because we've given them the opportunity to just kind of naturally do what they do, you know, that's why you still see Mama nursing every once in a while, but Blue does not. There's no nursing over there between Larry and Harry and Blue. So on a normal goat farm, a lot of times they would have already separated the children from their moms and been back in their normal processes. But we're not a normal goat farm. I don't know what you would call ours, but yeah, I don't know. But it is the great debate. What to do with this crew here. Because sometimes you make your own plans, but the reality is you don't get to make the plan. And regardless, it's a hard decision that we got to make. How's it going?
Good. I got all the feeders full. They just followed me around with a bucket.
He's so sassy.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if he yells at Coop.
He won't talk to that one. You both can eat out of it at the same time. You do it out of the big feeder all the time.
He's like, no.
Boss goat.
This guy is the boss goat.
Well, look at me, Mom.
I know, you're bigger than everybody.
I'm a monster. slick up there, dude.
Hey, I don't want you to fall, okay? Don't eat it. You don't have to eat everything, man. You are ridiculous. You know that? You're ridiculous. You silly. You're so silly. Yeah. You're so silly. I just love this guy.
He's adorable.
He's got quite a bit of personality.
Oh yeah. Him and little Mario both, man, they're fearless. Jealous Herc. Well, you know, you were putting your face by his horns. What'd you expect? Hmm?
He's like, I expected to get all the attention.
You get more attention than any of these goats ever thought about getting.
He says, and I deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is supposed to rain the majority of today. So that's going to give us an opportunity to be here in the office getting some things done. And we talked in our last video, we've pretty much the lower level fully insulated, but it doesn't hold as much heat as it could if we had the ceiling insulation in. So we have finally made a decision on what we're going to do on the rafters. I got you. Drink in hand.
Yeah, the water machine's out here, so I've been thirsty all morning until we finally came up here.
So we finally made a decision on what we're going to do about the rafters, and we couldn't insulate up there until we made this decision. So I'm going to let Kyle kind of explain what we're going to do.
We had somebody email us pictures of their building exactly like this building. I mean, to a T. And she said, hey, I just wanted you to know I got this building ordered and delivered, and this is what my builder did. So her rafters were also 2x4s. Same exact pitch of the roof and how it goes up. And what is this called? Like a gambrel or something?
Gambrel, or it's a barn style roof.
Barn
I
style.
don't know.
Yeah. And so just like we had talked about and considered, they had these strong ties the Simpsons nailed on each of those rafters where the 2x4s come together. And so our problem primarily was, well, how do we panel this with all of those little angles? Are we going to have that many turns in the panels and cuts, and have to put up additional 2x4 bracing all throughout the ceiling to hold that stuff up? So long story short, we are going to go ahead and cut the OSB gussets. Everybody scream at your screen right now. I know, no, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be just fine. And if it's not, we'll learn. But it'll be fine.
I think it's gonna be okay.
So we bought enough of those strong ties for every single one of those joints, and I'm gonna have to go in and cut them out, eat some sawdust, and I'm gonna put these all up first so that we've got the bracing in place before I go cutting them. So this way, now we can run 2x4s long ways just to get some buffer off of this, so the paneling will meet up perfectly at these 2x4 seams whenever this wall paneling meets the ceiling paneling. And then up top, we'll just go flush with those 2x4s. I am gonna have to build a little special bracing up here for that chandelier fixture, but I think I've got some ideas that should look okay when they're done.
I'm sure it'll look great, baby.
Yeah, and we don't want the chandelier falling on our heads.
Most important.
Very important. Hot up here. I'm gonna have one Popeye forearm.
Okay, so this is proof that we will never have another building with this style roof on it for this purpose right here. What do you think?
I'm missing my shed. It's a lot easier to just run that nail gun, or even, you know, I did a lot of manual hammering on when I was building the shed, but hitting a nail, single nail, and driving it in, you can get it in just a few swings, especially once you get in a rhythm. These things got to be pounded in there because I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm even shaking. But that's like, I don't know, 40 nails at once. And I'm trying to figure out if it's designed to be hit, you know, across the tie from one side to the other, or if you are supposed to just kind of pound around and get them all sunk in. I went down the line on this one. I feel like it went a little bit faster.
Okay. Your arms tired yet?
Yeah, pretty much. It's been a while since I've swung a hammer this many times.
Lost the hoodie, lost the long sleeve t-shirt.
Taking all the layers down.
Already sweating.
Be in my underpants before too long.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding.
So the struggle right now is the place that Kyle is having to hammer all of these in, because it's at an angle where he's either above his head or laying on his side. It's not easy. So he's going to get as many of these done as he can today, but I told him not to try to get them all at once because that's a lot of work and his arms are going to get really tired.
Just the one.
Just the one. He's not ambidextrous like I am.
And I'm working around insulation and some other junk we've thrown up here. It keeps getting moved around, huh?
Well, I needed it out of the way for down here.
I know. I'm just messing.
Doing pretty good so far.
The problem is I'm hoping my aim doesn't lessen as my arm gets weaker. I gotta hold my fingers up there for a minute.
Oh, I don't want you smashing your finger.
Do that again with my left hand.
I like to come down backwards.
I think you're supposed to. You should get a lot more purchase with your toes.
Well, you got almost all in that loft done. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the folks that built the building like to make me feel a little bit better about myself because they had a nail that they were trying to nail down the sheathing on the outside and they missed their rafter. You know how I got like 30 of those in my
Yeah.
shed? So I'm gonna have to go get my grinder and grind that nail so I can get access to the joint, and then it's ladder time.
So, I'm gonna say we're gonna go ahead and end the video right here. That way I can start editing. You can do as much work as you can get done, as much as your arm will let you.
Okay.
Progress is progress. It's one day at a time. That's all we can do. But we're indoors while it's raining.
We're indoors while it's raining. We are heavily watching Blue, seeing when it's time for her to go into labor. And then we'll have to stop everything and run down there and deal with that. And we'll film it, of course, as best we can.
Yeah. It's a waiting game.
It's a waiting game, but it's nice that we're back above freezing for a little bit. By like this much, it feels a lot better outside, minus the ice and wet.
Yeah, the ice is a little unfortunate because you think the ground is just wet, and then the next thing you know, you're sliding as you're walking. So, you know, that's never fun.
Fortunately, I do have a ladder in here, so I have a dry ladder.
Oh, good.
Which is good, so I'll be able to go ahead and continue on without having to unsafely climb a wet ladder.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Well, guys, we love and appreciate each and every one of you, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.